Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. General Hospital predictions suspect Cyrus Renault may finally end up behind bars for good as his time playing the Angel of Death appears to be running out on the ABC daytime drama. For a while now, Cyrus Renault has been running around General Hospital, killing patients with a digitalis overdose. His first victim was Sam McCall, who was recovering from a routine organ donation. She was doing fine until she went into cardiac arrest and died. Come to find out, she died of a digitalis OD. But the doctors couldn't figure out why she was given the drug in the first place. After all, it wasn't necessary. The next was PCPD officer Dex Heller. He landed in General Hospital after a stab wound while on duty at Rice Plaza. After that, a third off-screen patient died, and the GH doctors believe it was due to digitalis. Then, Cyrus was seen injecting Michael Corinthos, who's fighting for his life after a tragic fire. He said to himself that he is ending Michael's suffering. So, Cyrus seems to think he's doing God's work by killing these patients. However, Michael seems to be the only one he would think he is helping. Sam wasn't suffering at all, and Cyrus' motive for killing her appeared to be getting her out of the way for his niece, Lulu Spencer. Then there is Dex, who Cyrus stabbed himself so he would land in General Hospital. Most likely, that was for revenge. Dex nearly killed Cyrus once while working for Sonny Corinthos. Plus, he realized that Cyrus was at the hospital the night of Sam's death. So, the villain was likely killing two birds with one stone by getting rid of Dex. Clearly, it looks like he's overdosing these patients for his own personal gain except for Michael. However, killing him would be beneficial, because that would hurt Sonny and Cyrus hates him. However, Cyrus' time as Port Charles' latest serial killer may be almost up. Currently on General Hospital, there is proof that Cyrus Renault, Jeff Kober, stabbed Dex Heller, Evan Hofer. WSB agent Jack Brennan, Charles Mazur, reviewed the footage of Dex's attack, and it clearly shows Cyrus as the attacker. Now, he's pointing Jocelyn Jacks, Ian McCoy, in his direction. Recently, Cyrus was brought into the PCPD for questioning. Unfortunately, Joss' angry outburst tipped Cyrus off. However, there is still footage proving Cyrus is guilty. It doesn't look like Jack wants to get directly involved, but perhaps he could anonymously send the footage to Commissioner Anna Devane, Finola Hughes. Then at least Cyrus would go down for attempted murder of a police officer, and it's only a matter of time before he's exposed as the digitalis culprit at General Hospital. Head nurse Elizabeth Weber, Rebecca Herbst, and Lucky Spencer, Jonathan Jackson, already suspect him, and they are trying to find concrete proof before taking it to the cops. So it could very well be the beginning of the end for Cyrus. The more patients Cyrus kills and the more people join the investigation, the closer the villain is to going down. Indeed, he always seems to find his way out of prison. But this time, he has enough heinous crimes under his belt to get thrown in the slammer for the rest of his life. No doubt, once he is in custody, there will be enough charges to put him away for at least one life sentence. So, these could be the charges that finally stick and keep Cyrus in Pentonville. GH is riveting and unpredictable. Don't miss a moment to see if Cyrus Renault pays for his crimes at last on the ABC soap opera. For years, General Hospital fans have witnessed the rise and fall of one of Port Charles' most notorious villains, Cyrus Renault. A criminal mastermind with deep ties to both the underworld and legitimate businesses, Cyrus has been a thorn in the side of the town's residents, particularly the Corinthos family. He's orchestrated schemes, manipulated power plays, and left a trail of destruction in his wake. As of late, however, the tables appear to be turning. Could the ultimate conclusion be near for this infamous antagonist? Could Cyrus finally be put away for life? When Cyrus Renault first arrived in Port Charles, he was a man with a clear agenda: to dominate the criminal underworld and make his mark on the city. His introduction as a drug lord with a military background allowed him to gain immediate power, yet his charm and calculated approach helped him blend into the more refined circles of Port Charles society. However, Cyrus was always willing to do whatever it took to expand his empire, even if it meant eliminating anyone who stood in his way. Over time, his criminal activity has become more brazen, and his actions have become increasingly reckless. One of the key moments in his downfall came with his feud with Sonny Corinthos. Sonny, who had long been the reigning figure in the Port Charles mob scene, stood as a direct threat to Cyrus' aspirations. Their rivalry has been intense, and Sonny's near-death experience at the hands of Cyrus only heightened the stakes. However, Sonny's own vulnerabilities have made him an increasingly complicated character, and it is Cyrus' own confidence and pride that may have ultimately contributed to his undoing. Throughout the years, viewers have seen Cyrus involved in countless illegal activities, ranging from drug trafficking to money laundering. His political connections and wealth provided him with an air of invincibility, making him a dangerous adversary. But for all his bravado, Cyrus has also made crucial mistakes that have chipped away at his once impenetrable armor. One of the most significant turning points in Cyrus' reign came when he became tangled with the justice system. As the authorities began to close in on him, it became increasingly difficult for him to maintain his status. The fact that he managed to evade multiple arrests, orchestrating prison breaks, and staying one step ahead of the law, only added to his mystique as a criminal mastermind. But his connections and manipulations were ultimately exposed as the walls began to close in on him. Cyrus' dealings with other power players in Port Charles, such as Ava Jerome, Julian Jerome, and even his own family members, played a crucial role in his eventual unraveling. His strained relationship with his sister, Jordan Ashford, a detective on the police force, was a constant source of tension. Jordan's position gave her unique access to information, and while she struggled with her loyalty to her brother, she had the strength to do what was right. Her role in the law enforcement efforts against him has been one of the most intriguing dynamics in the show, as she must balance familial loyalty with her responsibility to protect Port Charles from his schemes. However, Cyrus' greatest mistake may have been his overconfidence. While he continued to manipulate his way through high society, he underestimated the power of those who were working against him. More importantly, he underestimated the power of redemption, a theme that has surfaced repeatedly in the lives of many Port Charles residents, including Sonny, who has undergone his own transformation over the years. While Cyrus' reign has been lengthy and marked by a series of narrow escapes, it is clear that his time is running out. One of the most significant factors that could finally lead to his downfall is the growing coalition of people working against him. In addition to Jordan Ashford, key players like Detective Dan Falconeri, Alexis Davis, and even the unlikeliest of allies, Sonny Corinthos himself, could finally be the ones to put an end to Cyrus' criminal empire. Dante, with his deep law enforcement connections and his past as an undercover cop, has always been a thorn in the side of Port Charles' criminal underworld. His investigation into Cyrus' activities, as well as his own desire for justice, makes him a formidable adversary. Likewise, Alexis, a brilliant lawyer with intimate knowledge of the criminal justice system, could be the catalyst that leads to Cyrus' legal demise. Alexis has always walked the fine line between her professional duties and her personal interests, but her growing disillusionment with the justice system and her own personal reckoning has made her a powerful ally for those seeking to take down Cyrus once and for all. However, the most interesting potential development in Cyrus' downfall could come from the least likely source, Sonny Corinthos. While Sonny and Cyrus have had their share of violent clashes, it's clear that Sonny is no stranger to personal growth and redemption. If Sonny decides that it's time to sever the ties that have bound him to his criminal past, he could be the one to deliver the final blow to Cyrus' reign. The ultimate showdown between the two men could prove to be a high-stakes battle, both physically and emotionally, that would lead fans on the edge of their seats. As we look toward the future of General Hospital, one of the most tantalizing possibilities is the prospect of Cyrus Renault facing life imprisonment. Given his long list of criminal activities, there's no shortage of charges that could be brought against him, ranging from drug trafficking to conspiracy to murder. The question remains whether the legal system will be able to hold him accountable for his numerous crimes, especially considering his influence and resources. One of the key factors in whether Cyrus will be truly put away for life lies in the ability of the authorities to gather enough evidence to secure a conviction. For years, Cyrus has been able to operate with a level of sophistication that has kept him one step ahead of the law. However, with more and more people in Port Charles uniting against him, the walls are beginning to close in. The ongoing investigations, as well as the growing pressure from those seeking justice, could be the turning point for Cyrus, leading to his eventual conviction. The fact that Cyrus has a deep understanding of the law, combined with his ruthless nature, means that he will not go down without a fight. He will likely employ every trick in the book to avoid a life sentence. However, the cumulative weight of his actions, along with the efforts of those working to bring him to justice, may finally be enough to topple the once impenetrable criminal empire he has built. As General Hospital continues to unfold, it is becoming increasingly clear that Cyrus Renault's time in Port Charles may soon come to an end. Whether he is put away for life or managed to slip through the cracks once again, one thing is certain: his impact on the town will continue to be felt for years to come. As the drama unfolds, viewers are left wondering, will Cyrus finally face the consequences of his actions, or will his story continue to defy expectations, with even more twists in the tale? For now, fans can only wait and watch as the pieces fall into place, anticipating the day when Cyrus Renault, the man who thought he was untouchable, may finally be put away for good.